Hey guys, welcome back. So, I believe where I left off in this story was I picked up his phone to check the time. It was the first one around me, and that was the first time he showed signs of secrecy. He panicked when I picked up his phone and told me that I don't need to be using his phone. And then he we went to go pick up our food, and when we got back, he tried to tell me that his schedule was changed. And mind you, I always knew his schedule. We're talking about Andy. For those of you who didn't want to look at part one, this is me talking about an ex who was still in love with his ex fiance. Anyways, so he and I got back to my house to eat our dinner, and he was trying to push up on me in a way that we never went about things. And then he tried to tell me, oh, well, I can't stay. I have to go to work later. So then I have other plans after work. And this is just out of character and not normal. And I was like, you know what? You can just leave. It's cool, whatever. And I blocked him for a while just to have my space. And then when I unblocked him, he was not socializing with me as much as he did before, and we decided to meet up one day at my job for lunch. And he what happened? We During the lunch, my parents called me and told me they were having car problems and that they didn't have the AAA card with them. So he rode with me to go meet up with my parents, let them and call AAA for them with my AAA card. And he didn't really try to, well, no, my parents aren't very social, so they weren't really giving him the attention that, hey mom, this is my new boyfriend type of attention it's supposed to get, because they're frustrated. And yeah, so after we situated them, we went to this park, and this girl, I've never experienced this with him before. There's this girl in these little jean shorts, and she was not thick like me, but she was thick. Same type of skin color, big legs, big booty. Clearly, he had a type, because he told me before we first met, he was walking downstairs in the mall and saw me upstairs, and the first thing he noticed was my legs and my booty, because he was walking underneath, and that's what made him come upstairs to say hi to me. So I know that he's looking at her because that's what he told me he was attracted to anyways. And in that moment, that's when I completely decided that I was completely done, because I once you show you have interest in somebody else, especially in front of me, that makes me lose interest in you, because it makes me feel disrespected and unappreciated. And yeah, I lose attraction for you, and I wasn't even that attracted to him anyways. And he was turning into a douchebag, so I was cool on that. And I just stopped talking to him. And he lied to me before, and he told me he didn't have Facebook. I'm a female. We females, we're master detectives. So I found out early in the relationship that he had a Facebook. I never told him that I knew it. So at the time, when I was like, we were not talking as much anymore, I decided to check his Facebook friends. And this was back when Facebook used to have they had mutual and just all the person's friends and recently added friends. And I saw that within the last recently added, I think it's people you've added in the last couple of weeks or month, I can't remember, but it wasn't a lot more than a month. I saw it was a whole bunch of different females with all these thirst trap kind of pictures, and he had recently started adding them, and he hadn't been adding other females on his friend, adding other females until after my birthday, or right before my birthday, when we had this conversation about it seemed like we were together, and he started flipping out. So I just cut ties with him. I just stopped talking to him, and we drifted apart. We started talking to each other less and less and seeing each other less. And he got real cocky, you know, especially after he got his car. That's when he started turning into a douchebag. And yeah, so it was really hard for me to get over this guy. Not to get over him, but I was very bitter for a long time. I hated men. I um, was upset because I usually don't date within my own race, and it's not because of me being a racist. It was just my first experience. Usually, guys who ask me out are Hispanic or white or Asian, and I was like, whoa, you know, my brother, you know, it's like about to kill all my mama's dreams of me having mixed children. And I got me a chocolate thunder. I mean, the playtime is whack, but hey. But no, it's like he did me dirty. I thought that, you know, I was for sure gonna get more respect and treated better with, I don't know, just an experience. Yeah, so months go by and I'm starting to heal. I'm still angry. It's honestly, even before, I'm still angry with him. I hate him literally. Like, I was doing just fine before him, not dealing with dudes, and he forced his way into my world saying that he wanted to treat me right. And, you know, but anyways, one day he texts me to tell me that he's like, oh my gosh, he said in the text, I can't remember exactly, but it was along the lines of, oh my gosh, I finally saved enough and I'm going to move to Georgia to be with whatever his ex-fiance's name was. And I don't understand why he wanted to choose me to be that person to open up to about this and show excitement. Because, homie, you were playing me to pass time until you figured out what you're going to do with her. Like, why would I be excited for my ex-boyfriend to tell me that he's moving to another state to go marry another girl? Like, disrespectful. So I let him have a piece of my mind. I was like, you know what, you broke my heart. And it was very uncomfortable being in this relationship, and it's very disrespectful that you communicate, that you wanted to tell me about this. I told you that I just wanted to be friends and I didn't want to do anything more, and you pursued me. You lied, and you're playing this whole game. You did what it took to gain my love. Do you know how long I loved you and kept that to myself because I didn't know if that would freak you out, because a lot of different things freaked you out anyways? And I just opened up to him and I let him know. I was like, the most painful situation to be in is to be in a situation where you love somebody, but letting them know that you feel that deeply for them can ruin your relationship. That sucks. So, and I told him how much of a douchebag he was. Every single thing that made him a douchebag, I let him know every single thing. And this dude couldn't help me just completely hate him and say something stupid back or something short. He's really good at genuinely apologizing. He's one of those, you know, almost all of my exes are one of those nice guys who know how to sweet talk you and say things and apologize. And he recognized where he was wrong. And I told him that, yeah, we can be friends from a distance that don't talk or see each other. Like, I don't feel any malice towards him. And yeah. That's what happened with this guy named Andy. And it took me until just recently to finally stop getting really angry at the thought of him and saying that I hate him, because now I can laugh about me saying I hate him because it's silly. It's like he doesn't deserve that much power over my feelings and emotion. And yeah, and I'm happy to finally be over that. And, you know, I saw the pictures where he got married to this girl, and I used to think, like, oh, is she prettier than me? Is that why this or that. I was like, no, his heart was already there before we even met. And no, she wasn't prettier than me. Like, whatever. And yeah, that's the story of me having a boyfriend who was still in love with his ex. Thanks for listening. I'll tell you another story soon. Sorry about my appearance. I'm just like in my pajamas and holding a pillow because I'm in my pajamas and really comfortable. And actually, I feel like this pillow somehow makes me look cuter. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Okay, good night.